Hello, everyone. Dan Gnott, your PS2 guy here. Welcome back again. This is part two of the 26 PS2 games for 2026, all captured and running beautifully on the Retroid Pocket G2. Each of these games proves that the PlayStation 2 magic is alive and well, especially when emulation makes them look this sharp. So let's get into it. All right. Starting off, let's start with Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time. This game was poetry in motion. Sands of Time turned acrobatics into storytelling. Every flip, dodge, and rewind felt graceful. Even today, its art style holds up surprisingly well. Emulated, the lighting and sand effects shimmer like they were designed for HD. It's not just a platformer, it's a living fairy tale. And now we come to Killzone. Before Helghast Soldiers became PlayStation 2 icons, Killzone was pitched as PlayStation 2's Halo killer. Ambitious, but it nailed its tone and atmosphere. Emulated in high resolution, those gritty war zones and smoky visuals look amazing. This game also plays much smoother under emulation than it did on original hardware. The sound design hits hard, heavy, dirty, and cinematic.
Taking heavy fire! Keep firing!
Lego Batman. This one is just pure fun. A classic Lego formula at its prime. Lighthearted humor, simple puzzles, and that unmistakable click when you build something. In HD emulation, the glossy bricks look like real plastic, and the color palette pops. It's nostalgia with a utility belt. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2 is one of my all-time favorite racing games. Arcade racing perfection. Hot Pursuit 2 was bright, fast, and pure adrenaline. Long before Need for Speed went gritty. On modern hardware, those reflections and sunsets look way sharper than you remember. It's the perfect, just one more race game, and emulation makes it shine all over again.
27 attempting to overtake vehicle.
27 County, in pursuit. Vehicle is a silver Opel Speedster.
County Local Patrol. 27 in high-speed pursuit. Vehicle is a silver Opel Speedster.
28 County, commencing pursuit. Vehicle is a black Mercedes CL55.
County all units. 28 in high-speed pursuit. Vehicle is a black Mercedes CL55.
27 County, request more units.
46 County, commencing pursuit.
Jak and Daxter: The Precursor Legacy. This one really speaks for itself. Naughty Dog's leap from Crash Bandicoot to the open world freedom that was legendary. Jak and Daxter still radiates charm. Colorful, seamless, and full of energy. Through emulation, the draw distance and the lighting look incredible, showing just how far ahead of its time this platformer really was.
The energy of motion.
Blue Eco allows you to run fast, break boxes, and even activate some Precursor artifacts when you get near them. Notice how each Blue Eco cluster you pick up increases the time you can use its power.
And now we come to Devil May Cry, one of my all-time favorite games. Here's where modern stylish action really began. Dante's attitude, the gothic setting, the combo system, it set the tone for 2 decades of hack and slash games. On Retroid Pocket G2, the crisp visuals and silky frame rate make it even more addictive. It's raw, it's fast, and it's endlessly cool. From gritty hack and slash to the more cartoonish, we come to Ratchet and Clank. Very few franchises nailed the action platformer blend like this one. The humor, the gadgets, the explosions, it's PlayStation 2's personality distilled into pixels. Emulated today, the colorful worlds and particle effects look so clean it could pass for a remaster. It's chaotic, funny, and mechanically brilliant.
We're here to offer you advice during your interplanetary travels. The help desk is a free service provided by Gadgetron Corporation.
And here we have Kingdom Hearts 2. Square Enix went all out on this one, and it shows. Every Disney world, every cinematic flourish, and every over-the-top boss fight still looks spectacular. Emulation smooths out the frame rate and sharpens the art, turning it into the definitive way to experience this wild crossover of anime and childhood dreams. And on a handheld device, oh, it's so much fun.
What is this thing?
And here we have Destroy All Humans, satire and sci-fi chaos rolled into one. Destroy All Humans is a hilarious Cold War romp where you, the alien, get to blast, probe, and abduct everything in sight. The humor lands, the physics are wild, and in HD emulation, it feels more like a playable cartoon than ever. Be sure to check out my video on how to fix the graphic glitches in this game.
Martha, give me the shotgun!
Attention, you do in fact have weapons. Just hold the R1 button. Try it now. Give that me. Use your left analog stick to propel the saucer forwards and backwards, and a strafe left and right. To turn the saucer, use the right analog stick.
And on the heels of Destroy All Humans, we have Destroy All Humans 2. Bigger maps, more weapons, sharper writing. Destroy All Humans 2 took everything great about that first game and dialed it up. On modern hardware, the psychedelic 60s art direction comes alive. Still one of the very best sandbox experiences on the PS2. And like Destroy All Humans, Be sure to check out my video on how to fix the graphic glitches in this game.
Do that again, you lose an eye. Hey, when pigs fly! Time to scram! And that's why I won't drop ass.
And now, stepping into a bit darker tone, we have Resident Evil 4, one of the most revolutionary games ever made. The over-the-shoulder camera, the pacing, the intensity, all of it set the blueprint for modern action horror. Emulated on the Retroid Pocket G2, the lighting, textures almost rival that of later HD ports. It's still survival horror perfection today. And now, rounding out with these next two, we have some of the PS2's best visuals ever, God of War. When God of War dropped, it felt like Sony flexing its muscle. Brutal combat, cinematic scale, jaw-dropping set pieces, all running on a PS2. Emulation sharpens every fiery blade swing, and Kratos' rage looks more fearsome than ever. It's a technical and artistic statement that still holds power today. And finally, we come to the end. With this one, Santa Monica Studio did the impossible and improved on God of War with God of War 2. This amazing sequel was bigger, better, smoother, and somehow even more epic than God of War. God of War 2 pushed the PS2 harder than anyone thought possible, right up to the edge of the next generation. In emulation, it looks stunning. Massive boss fights, fluid animation. It's the PS2's going out on top, swinging hard. And that's all 26 games, a full celebration of what made the PlayStation 2 unforgettable. From groundbreaking visuals and iconic soundtracks to pure gameplay genius, these titles are proof that the PlayStation 2 era didn't end, it evolved. Emulation has turned nostalgia into preservation, and with devices like the Retroid Pocket G2, they make it easier than ever to keep those memories alive wherever you go. If you've enjoyed this trip down memory lane, please hit the like, drop a comment with your favorite, and share this video with someone who still misses that startup chime. I'm Dan Gannott, the PS2 guy, reminding you to stay retro.